Nestled amidst rolling hills, a village slumbered. A blanket of cherry blossoms adorned the landscape. Pink hues painted the sky each dawn. Life was serene, peaceful, yet whispers traveled on the spring breeze. Tales of a restless spirit, a presence among the blossoms. The villagers spoke in hushed tones. They spoke of a young woman. Her sorrow lingered, woven into the fabric of the grove. Few dared to venture into the heart of the grove. Fear hung heavy in the air, mingling with the sweet scent of blossoms. Hiroki was different, a young boy filled with a thirst for adventure. He listened to the tales with wide, curious eyes. His heart held no fear, only a longing to understand. One day he decided he would unravel the mystery of the cherry blossom ghost. The sun began to set as Hiroki entered the grove. Shadows stretched long and eerie. A chill wind rustled the leaves, whispering secrets. He pressed on, deeper into the grove. The air grew heavy, laden with sorrow. Then he saw her, a figure amidst the blossoms, ethereal and pale. Her long black hair flowed in the wind. Her eyes held a deep sadness, reflecting the sorrow of the grove. Hiroki, instead of fear, felt a pang of sympathy. He had to know her story. He approached her slowly, cautiously. "Who are you?" he asked, his voice barely a whisper. The ghost turned, her gaze piercing through him. "I am Hana," she murmured, her voice like the rustling of petals. Hiroki sat beneath the blossoming trees. He listened intently as Hana spoke. She spoke of love. A love cut tragically short. Her betrothed, a young samurai, died defending their village. Her heart shattered. She wandered into the grove, seeking solace. She never left. Her sorrow took root, binding her spirit to the blossoms. Years turned into decades, then centuries. Hana remained trapped, her sorrow echoing through the grove. Hiroki, touched by her tale, vowed to help her find peace. He spent his days in the grove, keeping her company. He told her stories of the village, of the changing seasons. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Hiroki's presence brought a sense of peace to the grove. The heavy sorrow began to lift, replaced by a bittersweet tranquility. One day, Hiroki felt a change in the air. The scent of cherry blossoms intensified, swirling around Hana. She turned to him, a grateful smile gracing her lips. "Thank you," she whispered, her voice filled with warmth. "You have set me free." As she spoke, her form began to shimmer. Petals swirled around her, rising like a soft wind. Hiroki watched, tears welling up in his eyes. Then, with a final burst of petals, she was gone. The cherry blossom grove stood silent. Hiroki felt a profound sense of loss, yet he also felt a strange sense of peace. He knew Hana was finally free. He left the grove that day, the scent of cherry blossoms clinging to him. The fragrance, a bittersweet reminder of the ghost he befriended, and the love that transcended even death.